We're pleased that not only will he not be on the streets to possibly hurt his own family, but he will not be out there to hurt anyone else either.
A sense of justice and pain as a judge sentences the man convicted of shooting his wife in front of a domestic violence shelter to 50 years in prison. That Mother's Day shooting in 2011 ended when Edward McRavin's gun jammed and a Prince George's County police officer shot him.
And tonight we're hearing 911 calls from that fateful day for the very first time. Our Horace Holmes was in the courtroom today as the tapes were played. He joins us now live from Upper Marlboro with this story. Horace.
And Audrey, it was a very emotional moment in court this afternoon. And later, the victim and her son, through a spokesperson, said it was extremely difficult reliving what happened on that Mother's Day morning.
Prince George's County 911. What's the location of the emergency? We need them now. We need you now.
The family of Yolanda McRavin wept openly in court today as audio of the 911 call made by McRavin's sister from the scene right after the shooting was played.
A guy came with, he had a gun, and he shot her.
Yolanda McRavin had brought her son, Arthur, to the Family Crisis Center in Brentwood Mother's Day 2011 for a court-ordered visit with her estranged husband, Edward. Yolanda McRavin says her ex-husband rode up to her and her son on a bike, pulled out a gun, pointed it at her, and fired. A single bullet struck her in the upper body. Edward McRavin turned the gun toward his son as the boy ran, but the gun jammed. Prince George's County Police Captain Jimmy Sims found Edward McRavin 8 hours later nearby, hiding under a railroad bridge.
And much like Yolanda, faced the barrel of his gun. And fortunately for me, I came out of that confrontation alive, and he survived to face the justice he's facing today.
Sims fired his gun, wounding McRavin. In court today, Edward McRavin, who had pleaded guilty to shooting his wife, said his plan was to kill himself in front of his family and didn't know he had shot anyone until 2 days after the incident when he woke up in the hospital.
It was difficult for them to hear his perspective on what had happened, but I think more than anything else, they're just relieved it's done.
And during sentencing, Judge Beverly Woodard looked right at Edward McRavin and said, "In my opinion, because of what you've done, you don't deserve to see the light of day." She gave him the maximum sentence. Reporting live in Upper Marlboro, Horace Holmes, ABC 7 News.